What is good? What is happening, my people? Super for the back again with another breakdown. So yeah, guys. I'm just gonna do this as quickly as possible because I have some other stuff to attend to as well. As we can see that this week we've been having this here. We've been having these low news. Yeah, having impulsive. Had remember this is a 4 hour. We had some sort of a mitigation. Mitigation is not going down as we expect it to go, right? So in my own mind, when I see this, I don't want to predict where the market is going, right? We can see the swings that we're not breaking, we're not going any higher, but we're kind of going lower with the swing points. So the best thing to do here is to react to what the market is doing. So what are we going to do? We're going to read into what the market is doing, and what we're going to do is to react and not predict. So 1 hour time frame, we can see that we haven't broken data low. There's a course that I'm going to drop also on the YouTube channel that explains data lows and data highs, stuff like that. So we can see that we also have as low here, this high, sorry, lower high, right? The structure within here is basically this kind of mitigation, meaning we might have a switch to the upside, or we might just let come down. But similarly, I would say we're looking at bullish things here. This is just an anticipation, but this doesn't mean that's what's going to trade it, because we're going to go to lower time frames and see what the market is doing. The other thing that also I can see as a confluence here is that we can see that here we have some sort of supply that's kind of supply or demand, something like that. We expect it going to the 30-minute time frame. We can see that no, man, the structure where it's going, we could be respecting one of these zones here, and we just open. So go to the 15 minutes time frame. You could see it here, the breakup structure here. And you know, obviously, if we have to look for a pattern like this to go to the upside, meaning mostly we would be targeting. Also, we need to look at the daily highs. We could see here as well when we zoom out that we have some sort of strong support and resistance level around this area, right? Right. For example, look here, so that this area open. And used to be so market broke it down, made a ceiling, made it a support, made it a support, made it a support, made it a support, meaning it's used to being a support. Here it was a resistance, here it's a support. So what I'm going to do now is that I can see that this area holds so much value. So it means it's a strong level where the market played out. Meaning, actually, with that being said, that level was very crucial. So it's on the 15 minutes. So I can see clearly. And the exact gonna extend. And redefining it. Yeah, just redefined it. For 5 minutes, I'm just gonna look for breakup structure, a favorable gap that I'm gonna wait for to tap it into, or mitigation or a BP, a breakup lock, so that we can find where we can trade. The data highs here. right? We have, this is where we would have, and this is where we would have entered, but we can still basically still get support and resistance type of thing. When I look for where the market, so you see even this point has been what? I want you guys to see this. Get king support, resist. Now here we're gonna wait for it to become support. So what do we do when we get to support? We buy. I'm just trying to explain everything quicker because I already have the ideology of what's going to happen. So I would say and also guys, another confluence is that we have this. We have a very huge gap here, also which is regarded as a what, a fair value gap, which hasn't been what tapped into. And we also have the support. So meaning it's a high confluence, it's a more high confluence area for us to enter our trade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Fibonacci as well. There can be, remember Fibonacci from the toppest zone to the lowest, right? And on another confluence would still be at a discounted price. Still be at a discounted price because we have what 50%. Below 50% says it tells us that we are at a discount. If it's above 50%, that means we are now paying premium. We're buying it at a premium price. So since we want to buy, we want to always buy it at a discount. Meaning that at any area that we are at any area that we are at below the 50%, we can. Hey, but what's making that sound? At any level that we're at below the 50%, we can buy. So we are below the 50%. That's another confluence. We have a fair value gap, also have a support and resistance just there. So meaning I'm just going to refine my entry and also go to a smaller time frame, like 3-minute time frame or a 1-minute time frame. I'll just say maybe around here. Stop loss placement. Stop loss placement. I would say, yeah. The reason being nothing there because this low, what's this? Previous what? That was created. So yeah, I'm just gonna remove this thing so it's easy to understand. And what I'm just gonna wait for is that happen. Right? And obviously we're gonna place our TPs as data highs. Right? This is a data high here, so that could be TP1. We don't have a data high there, but we have another one there, which is going to be TP2 initially. So now to look at how the whole setup looks like, and then I'm going to so meaning from the first setup, we'll be risking 1 to. This is a very good setup. We're risking 1 to 168, and that's quite a little bit of good setup. And then the overall is 3.25. So basically, it's a great setup. So I'm just gonna take a screenshot, send it to the group for those who didn't join our session today. And yeah, but basically, I think we can just wait for like 5 minutes. 5 to 9 minutes, and I think we're gonna be good. 5 to 9 minutes, then I think we're gonna be at the expected entry. But let me go to 1 minute to see the structure there. Okay, what's happening? Because we don't want to miss this entry. That's something we don't want to do. Because I know liquidity has been built here. the reason I'm so patient because I know a lot of liquidity has been built here. A lot of people are into sells and they're waiting for their sells, and then a lot of people are also into buys. So the market just wants to kind of trick the people who are into buys to close their buys and open sells, and trick the people who are in sells to open buys, something like that. That's the whole notion I have before a trade goes its own original direction. So you see what even the market is doing. So reason being why my entry is at this exact point is because that's the recent lower high that we had, and it's also a data lower high that we had. So that's why the market has more tendency of returning big. Right? Yeah, let me the group questions with what's been said. If anyone have any difference with what has been said here, please do tell me so that I can explain further explanation or question why I put what thoughts. This is the right time for you guys to ask. The guys has questions, nothing. Guys, can you hear me? Just so I can know. Maybe I'm talking to myself alone.
Yeah, I can hear you.
No questions, nothing. Okay, so I guess then we're just gonna all wait. I'm gonna stop the recording now here for the YouTube.